Vigilante for Reason4Rhymes.com, Your Black World and Ball Sports. On the line right now we have a real conscious MC, dope lyricist, music that have a purpose. On the horn right now I have Yarima. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, I'm good, brother. Like living life, taking the bitter with the sweet, trying to move my debut album and get it out amongst the masses so that they can get a little bit different flavor than what they've been getting for the last few years. You know.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I get you on that. And your lead single is called Struggle, a good, dope song that have a great message in it. Tell the people why, what made Struggle your lead single, and kind of tell people what the song is about.
Well, what made Struggle my lead single is, for one, the beat. The beat drives. Also the content. I wrote Struggle from the context of people that I've met in my personal journey in life, and I wanted to combine all of that into one song, and so a song that the masses can relate to, because I think everybody can relate to the different characters and different situations that I put into that song and say, oh, yeah, I know somebody like that, or, yeah, I was that guy or that female at one time, or whatever, you know. So I wanted to talk about the struggles of everyday people, because I think a lot of times there's a lot of glamorization of the material things. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, I can't relate to that. I've never driven the Bentley. I don't have the $1 million home. And I think a lot of times we put that up there for people to get them to try to excel to. But at the end of the day, let's talk about what's really going on amongst the people. Let's talk about those things that the people are really doing on a daily basis to struggle to make it, just to make ends meet. The people who are just doing what they have to do just to survive. And so I want to talk to those people too. And so that was the context of that song.
Got you. Now, as you maneuver your album out and put in a position, what do you think that needs to be done in my opinion, there needs to be a balance in hip hop right now. It's unbalanced because everybody raps the same way, talking about trap houses and glass, glorifying, drugs, thugs, and materialism. How do your album push through the storm of all these type of outlets that are playing this type of music? Everybody's on the bandwagon doing this type of music. How do you get in the door to get your message heard and get it out to younger people as well as people within our age bracket?
I'm going to tell you, one, got to keep doing it. Got to be consistent with message. One thing about people, if they see authenticity, they will detect it and they will call you on it. So one is being consistent with the movement. Two is constant pushing, constant believing in yourself. I believe in myself. I believe in what I'm doing. So nobody's going to deter me. Nobody's going to get me to change and start sounding like a Lil Wayne. Nobody's going to get me to put gold teeth in my mouth. I'm not doing any of that. I'm staying true to who I am, true to form. And three, and it might sound crazy, but it's real, and I believe in it fully, an act of God. I mean, we're up against corporations. We're up against radio stations that do not want to play conscious music. And we're up against, quite frankly, a generation of young people that they don't know Nas. They don't know Mos Def. They've grown up only to know guys like, and I don't even want to mention any names because I'm not a badger of people. I just want to keep the focus on me. But you got some people who haven't been really exposed to conscious hip-hop. They haven't been exposed to message. They haven't been exposed to listening to a song, catching a metaphor, not catching it, and having to rewind it back 3 or 4 times and say, oh, okay, now I got it. They haven't been exposed to that. So there's a fight. Quite frankly.
Right. Yeah, I'm willing to fight it, and I know you're willing to fight it. So what social, my thing is this. We have a platform, Your Black World, Reason4Rhymes, so you definitely can get out there. My thing is, as you see how the music has changed from, even, you think about the CDs will probably be obsolete in about 2 or 3 years. What
Right.
But I think the power that we have, and I want you to speak on this, the power that we have is that we can actually use this social media to our advantage. How can we plug them in? Because they'll see the news feed on Facebook or the Twitter or YouTube. How do you take advantage of that? Because, there was a day where you had to solely depend on the record labels to even get heard. Now, even if the radio don't play you, you still got college radio and you got social media. How are you going to use that to get your message out?
Well, the one avenue that's still very viable, and they're still to a certain extent being true to the roots of hip hop, is college radio in certain places, and they've been consistent. There are some underground groups that are being consistent in playing real message hip hop. So I'm using those avenues. I'm using college. As a matter of fact, I would prefer to my preference in performing is colleges, because those kids, a lot of them, once exposed to the message, they tap in. And come to find out, I just did a performance recently, and it was amazing when I did Struggle, and I got another song on the album called Come Up. They were there fronting Struggle. The guy was singing the chorus with me, a few of them. So it was had never heard the song before, had never seen me perform before, but was really on message, and what that let me know is that these youngsters, they're paying attention, man. They just have to be exposed to it. And that's why I put that on the corporations and the radio stations.
Oh,
they're not exposing. Yeah.
Yep.
So you said it earlier. Yeah, you said it earlier. It's a balance.
Yep. And that's all we asked, because when it was coming up, and this house coming up, there was a balance. I could hear, whatever song, but it was always a choice. It wasn't a suggestive of you do this. It was so many multiple styles and talent, and like you say, and reading bars and understand metaphors and similes and double entendres and, the whole nine when you come to writing. Where, where can people find your music at, brother?
I'm on, well, first and foremost, you can go to YouTube, of course. I got, my new Struggle video on there. But more importantly, you can go to iTunes, Amazon, Spotify. You can check out my webpage at yarimakarama.com. That's YARIMAKARAMA.com. And, gives a bio on me. Gives my video page, news feed, where I'm going to be performing, that sort of thing. And I tell people, Vigilante, this is a movement, man. This isn't a moment. A moment is something temporary. This is a movement. This involves struggle and sacrifice. But I got a love and a marriage with hip hop. And so I do it for the love of the people. I do it for the love of the craft. I'm not, it's not even about the money for me at this point. I want to be well enough to where I can take my show on the road and be able to perform, but this is for the love of the craft, man.
Yep. And that's what people don't understand. And I definitely hear you, man. We definitely going to get you back on and talk about some issues and hip hop and things we do. But right now it's all about your album. Let people know the name of the album again. And we're going to sign out. But, man, it's been great talking to you. I can't wait to get the album downloaded myself and show support. Let people know once again where they can find the album and the name of the album.
Okay, the name of the album, once again, is My Testament, Volume 1. You can find it at Amazon. You can find it at Spotify. Go to iTunes. You can check it on my webpage at yarimakarama.com. You can catch me particularly on Reverb Nation. There's a few songs on there from the album. You can go to my Twitter, Instagram, hit me up on Facebook. I'm also taking bookings. You can go to my webpage for booking information, or hit me at yarimakarama@music.org if you want to book me. Or you can hit my number, 614-288-1133. You get a venue, got a venue. I do spoken word poetry as well. So some of my spoken word poetry videos are also on YouTube. Many of them are. Or you can go to my webpage to see them. And like I said, it's a movement. looking for all the support we can get because we're trying to get the message out. We're trying to disseminate the message with good music, good substantive music, and maybe change the lives of some of the youth, man, out there.
Man, well said. I couldn't say it any better, man. And we definitely going to continue pushing you, man, and pushing people like us because we have to band together because we definitely, and David the Goliath, if we say, unified with the message. One message makes it one fist, and we can knock them out, man. So it was good to have you on. We'll get you back on in a couple of weeks to talk about hip-hop, get an update on your album, how you doing. And like I say, man, college radio, this is stuff, man. I actually have a song that's number 9 on the college radio charts right now. So I know it works. And my thing is anything you need from us or me, I got you wide open, man. So we definitely going to support, your album, man. So this has been Vigilante from Reason4Rhymes.com.